Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and today we're going to look at the Franklin D. Roosevelt $1 coin from the United States of America. And you can see it's right here. It says Franklin D, and that stands for Delano Roosevelt at the top. In God We Trust on this side over here on the left. 32nd president here. And 1933 to 1945 here. And if you do your calculations, you can see that that was for 12 years. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected for 4 different terms. And in fact, after he died, they changed the Constitution to say nobody could do more than 2 in a row. In 2014, these coins were not made for general circulation. They were only made for collector issues. This one right here came from a 2014 uncirculated mint set. They made 4.8 million of these at the Philadelphia Mint. This front engraving is a Joseph F. Mena engraving. You can see the JFM right here. It's quite a different engraving than the one that John Sinek did for the United States 10-cent coin in 1946. So this is the Roosevelt dime. Same guy, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. There's the JS down there underneath for John Sinek, who did this engraving. And you notice in this one, Roosevelt is facing to the left. The portraits on the presidential dollar are much more similar to actual portraits than they are to coin effigies, I guess you could say. And so this one, he looks quite different. He has the glasses on. He's facing kind of over our right shoulder, looking back. These coins do not have a year on them, either the front or the back. And you can see that it says United States of America here. There's Statue of Liberty, and it says $1. In order to find out the year of these coins, you either have to know when it was made, which was 2014, or you have to tip it up and look at the rim. And you can see that the rim here says 2014 P, 2014 P, so that's from the Philadelphia Mint. And then you can see as we go along, there are these stars here and an E pluribus unum around the edge, and then some more stars. So that's where you're going to find the date. That's where you're going to find the mint mark. They call it edge lettering on these $1 coins. There are 2 different ways you could get this coin. One is this position A, when you look at the front and the lettering is facing down, and the other is the so-called position B, when you look at the front and the lettering is facing up. So we know this is a position B Roosevelt coin. We don't know how many they made of position A and position B, but we do know that the position A with the edge lettering facing down, the best ones they found are worth about $100. The position B, which this one right here is, with the letters facing up when you're looking up, the best one they found is the Mint State 68, and it's worth about $900. So this is a more valuable edge lettering on this one than on the other coins. This coin also came in a Denver Mint coin, which would just have a D on the side. Both position A and position B for that. They made 3.8 million at Denver. And the best position A is a Mint State 68 for $149. And the best position B is a Mint State 68 for $900. Those of you who have collected the United States presidential dollar coins know that this is not the first Roosevelt on the dollar coins. The first Roosevelt, of course, was Teddy Roosevelt. This came from a broken up mint set, but you see how sometimes you get some kind of residue from the mint sets on these coins. This is Teddy Roosevelt. He was the 26th president of the United States, and he served from 1901 to 1909. And what happened was Teddy Roosevelt was vice president in 1901. He got elected with William McKinley, and William McKinley was shot and assassinated while he was in office. And so Teddy Roosevelt took all of McKinley's term and then got elected for a term of his own, and in fact later ran again for president, but he didn't get elected that. In 2014, there were 4 different presidential dollars. There was the Roosevelt, but the first one that came out was the Harding, who was the 29th president. And Harding, of course, he died in office too. He was in office from 1921 till 1923. Then there was Calvin Coolidge, who came next. He served out the rest of Harding's term, then one term of his own. There was Herbert Hoover, who was the president when America fell into the Great Depression from 1929 until 1933. And Herbert Hoover was the 31st president. And then finally in 2014, on August 28th, they came out with the Franklin D. Roosevelt $1 coin. But the presidentials weren't the only dollars issued in 2014. They still issued the Sacagawea dollars, and they still do. So this is the back of the Sacagawea dollar, and this is the navigation dollar, and you can see we have the compass in the background, a Native American holding a peace pipe, and a Native American holding fish and food. There's the $1 on those. Again, the edge lettering is going to be on there, and it's going to be the same type A and type B, and we see this one which is facing up while Sacagawea is facing up. This Sacagawea dollar came out in 2014 along with the 4 presidentials. All right, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.